while I call play-by-play. And True Sports episode 37 is on the air. I'm Taylor Phillips. He's Louis Tenor. This is live Super Bowl 57 coverage, play-by-play style. Juju Smith-Schuster just made a catch. How about Isaiah Pacheco, one of the Chiefs running backs, just lighting it up like a pachinko ball machine. That I got a nickname for him, the Pacheco ball machine. It's a nice ring to it, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Yeah. First and 5 for the Chiefs. Eagles might have gone offside. Getting down to 14 minutes left in the game. Chiefs down by 6, 27-21, but they have the football on their own on the Eagles 25. Mahomes gets the snap in the eye, throws deep, not deep actually, but it's caught. Smith-Schuster, a former Pittsburgh Steeler, catches it for a first down and gets out of bounds. Clock stops and then starts again. He'll get out of bounds at about the 13-yard line. First and 10 at the 12. Mahomes in a shotgun or pistol, one of the two. Throws up the middle, caught by Smith-Schuster again at about the 8-yard line. Taken down at about the 7. We'll get the official spot, second down. Over 13 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Only 1 sack in this game by the Chiefs defense. That's it. 27-21 Eagles lead, but the Chiefs are knocking on the door. 2nd and 7 from the 9-yard line. I thought they give Smith-Schuster the 8 at least. McKinnon gets a jet sweep and around left. Gets close to the 5 near the far sideline. 3rd down. 12 and a half to go and counting. Fourth quarter. 3rd and 3. Still 27-21 Eagles. It's been a war thus far, like I expected. 3rd and 3. Mahomes in the pistol. Throws. Wide open. Touchdown. We're tied at 27. Kadarius Toney, the former New York Giant. Just a good draw play right there. Nobody was covering Kadarius Toney, and he made an easy catch. Look at the move. Oh man,
yeah,
he fooled former Lion Darius Slay. On the Kadarius Toney was in motion, and then he was in motion going left, and then he oh man, then he went back to the right and was wide open, fooled Darius Slay the entire way. Darius Slay took his eyes off of Kadarius Toney, and the extra point is good. Chiefs take the lead 28-27.
Okay. All right, so while we're on break, I got a few scores to mention here. First in the NHL, the Habs over the Oilers 6-2. The Kraken over the Flyers 4-3. The Sharks over the Capitals 4-1. Sorry, Steve. And the Golden Knights routed the Ducks 7-2. I repeat, 7-2. Looking ahead to tomorrow's schedule.
Yeah, the Ducks got routed, huh?
Yep, nothing to crack up about. Oh no.
Yeah, no surprise
for tomorrow's schedule, your game starts at 7:30 as the Flames take on the Senators. 8 o'clock, the Panthers take on the Wild. Also 8 o'clock, the Coyotes take on the Predators, aka the Yahoos. 10 o'clock, your Red Wings take on the Canucks, and the Sabres take on the Kings. Quickly look at the standings. I'll do as quickly as I can. For the 11th, The Bruins are 39-8-5, 83 points. The Leafs 32-14-8, 72 points. The Lightning 70 points at 34-16-2. The Panthers are at 58 points at 26-23-6. Sabres 26-21-4, 56 points. The Red Wings 54 points at 23-20-8. Senators 24-24-3, 51 points. And the Canadiens are at 48 points at 22-27-4. Metro Hurricanes are at 76 points, 34-10-8. Devils 73 points, 34-13-5. Rangers 31-14-8, 70 points. Capitals 62 points, 28-21-6. Penguins 26-17-9, 61 points. Islanders 60 points, 27-23-6. Flyers 22-23-10, 54 points. And the Blue Jackets a woeful 16-33-4, 36 points. Good golly, Miss Molly. Quickly, the Stars are 70 points, 30-14-10. Jets 33-19-1, 67 points. 60 points are the Avalanche at 28-19-4. 60 points are the Wild at 20-24, 60 points. 56 points are the Predators, 25-19-6. Blues 24-25-3, 51 points. Coyotes 17-28-8, 42 points. And the Blackhawks 16-30-5, 37 points. More later.
All right. 234 passing yards by Jalen Hurts, 161 passing yards by Patrick Mahomes. 17-34 for Mahomes, 22-31 Jalen Hurts. Here's the kickoff from the 35. That's got to be another touchback. It is. 12 minutes, 4 seconds left. 12:04 left. And here comes Jalen Hurts in that Eagles offense. Look at Pacheco, man. The Pacheco ball machine is taking large part of those Chiefs drives. Eagles send 2 men split to the left. 1 setback. Hurts, play action. In a shotgun, throws, just barely caught by Dallas Goedert. But only gains a few. If not a couple. I'd say like 4 yards or so. Second down nonetheless. Dallas Goedert makes an amazing short side catch in man coverage. 2 left, 2 right, 1 back. Hurts in the shotgun. Gets a snap, gonna hand off. Nope, play action. Throws, caught, but immediately hit is Pascal. 3rd down and somewhat short, like 2 or 3. Kind of like 3 or so. Just over 11 minutes left and counting, 4th quarter, 28-27 Chiefs. The Eagles can take the lead with a field goal. But at least I've expected touchdowns galore in this game. There's been quite a few touchdowns thus far total, plus a couple of field goals too.
I kind of expected this.
Yeah. Yeah, the Eagles are 2 for 3 in field goal attempts. First one now doinked off the left post for pass incomplete, 4th and 2. Eagles are probably going to be forced to punt. Hurts had nowhere to go. He was flushed out of the pocket. Had to scramble left by two Chiefs pass rushers. Make that 3, or actually 2 pass rushers and a safety. Siposs drops back to punt. And he boots it away. Caught at the 30. Kadarius Toney makes a move to the 37. Goes end around light. Oh, right. 40, 50, 45, 40. Down the sideline. 35, 30, 25, 20. Two Eagles to beat. 10. Stays in bounds. Brought down out of bounds at the 5-yard line. What a return by Kadarius Toney. With 10-11 left in the fourth quarter. Wowzers. Hokey smokes, Bullwinkle.
You said it, Rocky.
Yeah. Man, that is a highlight reel of a punt return by Kadarius Toney. I can compare him to former Lion Jamal Agnew of all people. I think Agnew still plays for the Eagles.
I think so.
And there's a run up the middle for probably a gain of 1, if not a no gain. What a punt return by second and goal.
Nice on the return. Nice on total yards too.
Yeah. Chiefs huddle up. Oh, half huddle, and then the other, and then.
What the hell was that?
Mahomes drops back to pass. Nobody open. He had to throw over the end zone, incomplete. Third and goal. No flags. 9:26 left to play. All right, third and goal on the exact 4.5-yard line. Mahomes in the shotgun. A man in motion. Mahomes backdrop to pass. Throws wide open. Caught. Moore touchdown. It's 35-27. Sky Moore on the far left side, wide open. Sky Moore, Sky with two Y's. It's 34-27 rather. Extra point still forthcoming. I got ahead of myself. The Chiefs have taken over.
One game.
Extra point is perfect. 9:22 left, fourth quarter. Chiefs. Now it's 35-27 Chiefs.
Okay. To continue on, the Blues are 24, 25, and 3, 51 points. The Coyotes, 17, 28, 8, 42 points. And the Blackhawks, 16, 30, and 5, 37 points. Yuck. All right. To the West, the Pacific rather. The Knights, 32, 18, and 4, 68 points. The Kraken, 65 points, 30, 18, and 5. Oilers, 30, 19, and 5, 65 points. The Kings, 65 points, 29, 18, and 7. The Flames, 25, 18, and 10, 60 points. Canucks, 21, 20, and 4, 46 points. Sharks, 45 points at 17, 26, and 11. And the Ducks are 17, 31, and 6 at 40 points. Okay. Expected better. All right, in the NBA, the Celtics over the Grizzlies and a 119-109. Oh, I guess they didn't miss much in the final minutes. Okay. And the Raptors edge the Pistons 119-118. Looking at the schedule tomorrow, it goes this way. Let's see if we can get to it. All right. So tomorrow, we have at 7 o'clock the Hawks taking on the Hornets, the Spurs taking on the Cavaliers, the Jazz taking on the Pacers, the Rockets taking on the Sixers, the Nuggets taking on the Heat at 7:30. Battle of New York at 7:30. The Nets versus the Knicks. The Nets need some help. 8 o'clock. Magic take on the Bulls. The Pelicans take on the Thunder. 8:30. The Wolves take on the Mavericks. 10 o'clock. The Wizards take on the Warriors. And the Lakers take on the Blazers. Okay, standings go this way. In the East, Celtics are 41-16, game and a half lead over the Bucks at 30 and 39 and 17. Sixers 36 and 19, four back. Five back are the Cavaliers at 37 and 22. The Nets 33 and 23, seven and a half back. The Heat 32 and 25, nine back. The Knicks are 31 27, 10 and a half back. Hawks 29 and 28, 12 back. Wizards 26 and 29, 14 back. And the Raptors are 27 and 31, 14 and a half back. On the outside looking in, the Bulls are 26 and 30, 14 and a half back. Pacers 25 and 33, 16 and a half back. The Magic are 23 and 34, 18 back. Pistons and the Hornets are tied at 15 and 43, 26 and a half back each.
Yeah. Pistons beat the Spurs in double overtime 138 to 131 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
Jalen Duren, 30 points, 17 rebounds, and 4 blocks. The youngest rookie in NBA history to reach that, to reach 30 and 17 to be exact. That is a new friggin' record, I tell you.
Yeah.
Chiefs kick off another touchback. Man, both teams have pretty good kickers. Kickoff kickers. Yeah, that one by Sky, that touchdown by Sky Moore was no fake motion. Unlike Kadarius Toney. So, one Eagle set back in motion. Gonna hand off to the one behind Jalen Hurts. And that is number 26, I believe it. It's gonna Sanders, that's like Sanders Jr. or something like that. Jalen Hurts, 24-34 passing, 241 yards and a touchdown pass. Sanders with 6 rushes for only 12 yards. Jalen Hurts in the shotgun again. A.J. Brown to the left, two to the right. Sanders back. Hurts directing traffic. Now drops back again. Now gets the snap. Hands off to Sanders and around left. Gets brought down shy of the 30, his own 35. But he'll be brought down to the 34, a yard short of the first down. 3rd and 1 coming up. Under 8.5 left to play in the fourth quarter. The Eagles need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it up. And that's, which is all they can do at this point, as of right now. 3rd and 1, they're going to try to go for a quarterback sneak in. And they, oh man, that's way, way, way close.
Clock is running though.
Yeah, clock is running. And the Eagles just barely get the first down. Just barely, Elo. Just barely.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's an epic battle. An epic battle, a battle of epic proportions. Jalen Hurts going to take it himself and around right and around left. Gets out of bounds. I don't think he gained too many yards. That Chiefs defensive tackle got up.
No, actually, they lost a yard.
Held. No, he lost a yard. Whoa, wait a minute. 2nd and 11, yes. Despite the defensive tackle not able to draw a flag. Throwing to A.J. Brown complete. Just outside the 40 at the 41. That'll be 4 yards short. 3rd and 4 coming up. 6:30 to go and counting. Fourth quarter. There's Shane Steichen, the offensive coordinator for the Eagles. Hurts in the shotgun. Now, now one in motion to the left, two to the right, two split right. Throwing to A.J. Brown again, caught. First down and then past midfield to at least the Chiefs 47, if not the 46. That's a few extra yards past that first down marker. Past that line
wow.
again. First and 10 at the 47. Hurts drops back, those deep downfield, caught. Devontae Smith. Oh man, he was wide open for the touchdown, but the inertia took over and he just fell out of bounds. Oh man, he had that touchdown, but he was too close to the sideline. He just fell. First and goal, Eagles at just inside the 2. Another quarterback sneak, and one official signals touchdown, Jalen Hurts. They'll have to look at it. Right now it stands 35-33 Chiefs with 5:15 left in the fourth quarter. And the Chiefs have to go for 2 here. They're down 2. Go figure.
Stop him.
Don't spoil it, okay? Eagles going to go trips to the left. Now A.J. Brown in motion to the right. Hurts in the shotgun. Sanders back. Hurts going to take it himself. And around left. And he's in for the 2-point conversion. We're tied at 35. We're tied at 35. Wow. We got a game, Lou. We got a game.
We do, just like I thought.
Continue with the updates, please.
Yes. To the west, the Nuggets are 30-18. 4.5 lead over the Grizzlies at 34-22. The Kings are 32-24, 6.5 back. 8.5 back are the Mavericks and Suns at 31-27. The Clippers right behind that at 31-28, 9 back. The Pelicans are 10 back at 29-28. Wolves are 10 back at 30-29. The Warriors are 20-20, 10.5 back, and the Thunder are 27-20, 11 back. On the outside looking in, the Jazz are 20-30, 11.5 back. 11 back also are the Blazers at 27-29. The Lakers are 28-31, 13 back. Further down the list are the Spurs at 14-43, 25 back, and 25.5 back are the Rockets at 13-43. Wow. Just unreal. Well, let's see here. If we got time to do a quick article here. Pelican star Zion Williams is said to be out past the All-Star break after he aggravated his hamstring from Operations Dave Griffin early this morning. Williamson has been out since January 2nd after he suffered the injury and will be reevaluated after the All-Star break. Griffin said the setback occurred on the court when Williams had progressed up to a 3-on-3, that is, as he was working his way back up. Voted an All-Star this season, Williamson averaged 26.9 points per game with 7 rebounds, 4.6 assists, and shooting 60.8% from the field in 29 games this season. So he's going to be out for a little while. Okay. The Kings retired Dustin Brown last night. Brown had 2 Stanley Cups with the Kings in 2012 and 2014. His number 23 retired. A statue unveiled during a ceremony for last night's game against the Pens. He played 18 seasons in the league and set many records for the franchise, including 1,296 games in the career of the Kings. More later.
All right, so Jalen Hurts, 3 rushing touchdowns tonight. That's a hat trick. That ties the Super Bowl record. Since Terrell Davis in Super Bowl 32. Terrell Davis of the Denver Broncos in the late 90s. Remember him?
Yes, I do.
Oh, man. Another one of those NFL legends. And here's the kickoff. Right to left. Another touchback, of course. Man, those kickers are very freaking strong, man.
Yeah.
There's Gordon Ramsay
Yeah.
and LeBron James. I love Gordon Ramsay a whole lot.
Like that.
All right, Mahomes sends his offense come back onto the field. Mahomes shotgun, gonna hand off to the Pacheco ball machine. Gets at least 2, maybe 3, to about the 27 or 28 yard line. Down to 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Gain of 3 to the 28. Second and 7. Second and 7. Mahomes in the shotgun again. Or pistol. Pacheco the Pacheco ball machine, the lone setback. Mahomes gets the pass, stays in the pocket, throws to Smith-Schuster, caught, first down, gets out of bounds. 4:32 left. In a tie ball game, 35 apiece. 4:32 left, fourth quarter. Smith-Schuster will rest. Chiefs offense rotating its players thoroughly. Travis Kelce back out there. Mahomes in the I formation with one tight end to the right. Now 2 as Kelce in motion. Hand off to Pacheco. Hit hard, but he hangs on. That Pacheco ball machine is one. Whoa, but Pacheco is shaken up. Oh, man. He got hit hard by Gardner Johnson. Gardner Johnson lowered his helmet to drill Pacheco right in the friggin' chest.
Yeah.
4:22 left. That should be reviewed for targeting, for God's sake. I know this is not college football, but really, the NFL needs to just look more deeper, deeper, if I may, on the targeting stuff.
Yes.
Commercial break.
Yes. Okay. So anyway, as I was going to mention, well, it had to happen at some point as Sidney Crosby got a game misconduct in the first ever in his 18-year career. It happened in the third period when the game was out of reach. Crosby was battling for position with Kings defenseman Anderson for the net and was knocked to the ice. Anderson ended up being called for cross-checking. Anderson and Crosby exchanged words as Anderson went to the penalty box and Crosby ended up shoving Anderson. Both players end up receiving a 10-minute misconduct penalty, but Crosby's elevated to a game misconduct that carries an automatic ejection after continuing to argue with official Garrett Rank. And he was pulling Rank. Oh boy. Pens coach Mike Sullivan said he did not receive a reason why Crosby got a game misconduct. I don't think that Garrett had any interest in giving an explanation, Sullivan said. The 20 minutes were the second highest in Crosby he has in 1,160 career games. It's only the 5th time he has had 10 minutes of penalties in one game. It had to happen. It just had to happen. Yeah. So let's see here. We got Vegas goaltender Logan Thomas is week to week with a lower body injury. The team announced Thompson was injured in the third period in a win over the Wild on Thursday and was replaced by Adin Hill. Hill is 11-5-1 with a goal against an average of 2.58. LeBron missed his second game, straight game with the Lakers with left ankle soreness injury as they faced the Warriors last night. LeBron underwent imaging on his foot, which did not show any major damage other than the usual wear and tear, said Coach David Ham. We are grateful that everything came back clean, said President of Operations and GM Robert Pelinka, as he said back in a conference call.
Second and 8. 4:22 left. Tied at 35. Chiefs on their own 40. 4:14 winding down to the fourth. One left, two right. Pacheco back, or McKinnon back. Mahomes in the shotgun throws to Kelsey, caught, first down. Right on that marker, right on that line of game with 4 minutes to go. Chiefs using up some clock. Tied at 35, kind of a high-scoring affair. Pacheco's back out there, in around left, first down, there he goes. 45 upended, inside the 45, that's another first down. Kelsey didn't get that first down on the last play before Pacheco turned on the afterburners. Man, look at that Pacheco ball machine go. Gardner Johnson lowers his helmet to get him again, but Pacheco's okay this time. Three minutes left. Mahomes in the shotgun. One man in motion left to right. Pacheco, nope, play action. Mahomes gonna drop back to pass. No, he's gonna keep it himself. 30, 25, 20. Inside the 20, brought down about the 17. More than a first down as White brings him down. 2:40 winding down in the fourth. Chiefs are gonna wind down more clock as they try to wind it down to the 2-minute warning. Patrick Mahomes was limping before halftime, but he's okay. But hand off to Pacheco up the middle to the 15 at least, or at least inside the 15, but in between the 15 and 14. And there's the 2-minute warning exactly. Still tied at 35. Second down. Gain of at least 2. Commercial break, Lewis.
Derek Carr will not waive his no-trade clause and will not extend Wednesday's deadline for more than $40 million guarantees to kicking his current contract, sources told ESPN today. Carr visited the New Orleans Saints last week. If Carr is released by Vegas, he would then have a month's head start to begin negotiations and sign with any team of his choosing. Other free agent quarterbacks cannot officially sign until the start of the new league year, March 15th. But should Carr be on the Raiders roster come Wednesday, his full $32.9 million salary for 2023 becomes guaranteed, as does $7.5 million of which $41.9 million salary for 2024. If he is cut before then, the Raiders will be off the hook for the $40.4 million and would take a cap hit of $5.6 million, while freeing up $29.3 million in cap space. In 9 seasons with the Raiders, Carr has played for 6 different coaches: Dennis Allen, Troy Moreno, Jack Del Rio, John Gruden, Rick Mashishka, and Josh McDaniels, and 5 different play callers. Oh, wow. Carr was 12-44 against playoff teams for the Raiders and has had issues in cold weather games. Well, who doesn't? So that's how to look at that one. Oh, wow. So the question is, will he or won't he? That's the question we have to ask. All right. And Vic Fangio has been helping the Eagles prepare for the Super Bowl before he begins his new position as defensive coordinator for the Dolphins. Fangio signed a 2-week contract with the Eagles as the 49ers beat as the 49 after beating the 49ers in the NFC Championship game 2 weeks ago. Rather than pack up and prepare to his move to Miami, Fango spent the last 2 weeks in an Arizona hotel where the Eagles are staying, helping coaches and players get ready for the game. He assisted the offense with the self-scouting process and supplied knowledge of the Chiefs' defense they faced twice a year as he was head coach of the Broncos from 2019 to 2021. Since he is tied to the Eagles during this period, Fango will receive a ring, assuming the Eagles beat the Chiefs. The Eagles approached Fango earlier this year as a consultant, but Fango chose to keep his schedule flexible away from the game. After the game, win or lose, Fango will head to Miami to sign his contract with the Dolphins.
All right, 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line. Still tied at 25. Right on the exact 2-minute warning mark. 2 timeouts remaining for each team. Mahomes in the gun. Pacheco back. 2 receivers split to the right, including McKinnon. Short side to Smith-Schuster. Caught, and it's going to lose a yard, though. Clock pauses at 1:54 left. Eagles call their second charge timeout. 3rd down and 9. And 3rd down and projectedly 9. No, 3rd and 8. Smith-Schuster does not lose a yard at. They're gonna. Well, he loses only inches instead of a yard, just outside the 15. But they'll call it the 15. Because they called it 3rd and 8. Mahomes and his offense huddle up. 1:54 left, 4th quarter, tie game, but the Chiefs are knocking on the door, trying to win the championship. Mahomes in the gun. McKinnon back this time. Smith-Schuster, the lone wide out to the left. Now in motion as Mahomes gets the snap, overthrows everyone, incomplete. 4th and 8. Flags is on the play. Oh my. With 1:48 left to play in the 4th quarter, the Chiefs think it's on the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's see. Hold on. Holding on the Eagles defense. Smith-Schuster was held by Bradbury the 4th. Oh man, you can't do that, Bradbury. That's an automatic first down at just outside the 10, so it's not 1st and goal. Hand off to McKinnon, finds a hole, end around left. He's gonna slide down. Could have gone into the end zone for a touchdown, but he decided to slide down at the 1. 2nd down. Lewis, he should have kept walking into the end zone. He had daylight. What was he thinking? There was nobody.
Who said he was taken?
Just walk in. Walk in.
What a dope. Now you gotta kick a field goal. Now you got bum.
No, it's second down.
Oh,
Eagles.
I read it wrong.
Eagles called their 3rd and final charge timeout. 2nd and 1.
Ooh.
McKinnon slid down at the 2-yard line. 2nd and a yard plus inches. Mahomes gonna get rushed, but he's gonna wait. Let me. I missed that. Hang on a second. I apologize for any inconvenience. Mahomes is just gonna back up and take a knee. Wait,
I get it.
what in the hell are the Eagles trying to do? What are the Chiefs trying to do here?
Hmm.
Wait,
Hmm.
wait a second. The Chiefs are gonna take a delay of game penalty, pausing. Oh no, well, they're gonna call their second timeout with 54 seconds left. They're probably gonna try to wind down all the clock.
Yes.
So the Chiefs have one timeout left, still tied at 35. "54 seconds left. Eagles are out of timeouts. Chiefs have one timeout left. And Mahomes will take another knee. Clock winds down to 39 seconds left. Butker.
Nice, but
Here comes Butker
yeah.
with it. The Chiefs will take another timeout as right bef- with about 1 second left on the play clock. Five, four on the play clock. 3, 2, 1 timeout. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Mhm.
And the Chiefs call their final timeout. The Eagles cannot ice Butker because they are out of timeouts.
Too bad.
So Butker with a chip shot field goal attempt on 4th and 8. So here we go. 11 seconds left. Here's the snap, the kick. It's perfect. 8 seconds left. The Chiefs take a 35 to 30, 38 to 35 lead. So the Eagles can only hope for a miracle,
Yeah.
like for a miracle type touchdown. So the Chiefs, if you're the Chiefs kickoff return, you don't want to kick it into the end zone for a touchback. And here's the kickoff by Butker. It's a line drive, more like a giant onside kick, fielded at about the 26, and taken to outside the 35 or outside the 40 and downed. Taking a knee is number 14. 4 seconds left, fourth quarter.
Two more seconds.
Check it. Check that. 6 seconds left. Here's Jalen Hurts dropping back to pass for a Hail Mary. He throws it deep. It's incomplete. And time runs out, and the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl
What?
champions. Yep, they win 38-35.
Yes.
So, you got 15 minutes, Luce. Finish it off.
Okay. Sure. All right. Well, first time, maybe this time it's for real, as Tom Brady has filed his retirement papers from the NFL and the Players Association to officially confirm his retirement. So we all think. The letter begins the processing NFL Players Association benefits, silences any questions of a possible return, and to be a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame in 2028, his first year of eligibility. Last season, Brady was retiring. He said he was retiring, but 40 days later, he pulls the old fake retirement stunt and announced 40 days later he was coming back to the Buccaneers. Brady said that his next retirement would be one for good. He is ready to move on beyond playing football after 23 years and 7 Super Bowl titles. Brady announced that he will assume his role as an analyst for Fox Sports in time for the 2024 season, not the 2023 season, as some indicated. That probably came from a non-sports site. The fact that the move happened on Friday means the Bucs will take the brunt of his $35 million in salary cap dead money in 2023 versus being able to divide between 2023 and 2024. If they alter the voidable years of his contract, then wait until after June 1st to process the retirement. Yeah, well, I'm still giving him another month and a half before he changes his mind again. The Houston Astros keep right-handed World Series hero Christian Javier for another 5 years. Oh, just my rotten luck. And avoids a salary arbitration hearing that was announced on Friday. Sources told ESPN the deal runs through 2027, is worth $64 million with a $2 million signing bonus payable within 30 days of approval by the Office of the Commissioner. Javier gets salaries of $3 million this season, $7 million in 2024, $10 million in 2025, and $21 million for each of the following seasons. Good Lord. That according to the sources. His salary can increase in the final 2 seasons, with Cy Young increase on Cy Young voting awards up to $6 million by 2026 and $8 million by 2027. Wow. He would have an extra $2 million for each first place finish, $1 million for a second place finish, and $0.5 million for a third place finish. Javier has the right to block trades to 10 teams without approval in the 2026 and 2027 seasons. Javier went 11-9 with a 2.54 ERA in 25 starts and 5 relief appearances. He struck out 198 batters with 52 walks, batted in 140 innings, and pitched the first World Series no-hitter since 1956 done by Don Larson. It took that long to get another no-hitter in World Series play. I don't believe it. And I felt like I was like, what? Okay. Browns owners Dee and Jimmy Haslam are in talks in a partial stake to buy the Milwaukee Bucks, sources told ESPN. The Haslams, who have explored buying other pro teams in the past, are seeking to acquire a 25% stake that is currently held by Mark Lassery, according to sources. There is no timetable for the agreement or sale, that according to multiple reports. The Athletic was the first report for the story, a very fine publication. Lassery and Wesley Edens, both New York investment firm executives, bought the Bucks in 2014 from former U.S. Senator Herb Kohl for $550 million. A U.S. Senator, wow. The Haslams, who have owned the Browns since 2012, also own the Columbus Crew of MLS Soccer and have been interested in expanding their pro sports portfolio outside the state of Ohio. The Haslams have also approached the Minnesota Timberwolves on buying them as well. Talk about a lot of wheeling and dealing. If I do say so myself. All right. After a trade to the Jazz and a discussion with the management, Russell Westbrook expects to take time heading into the All-Star break to decide what his next moves are going to be. Jazz CEO Danny Ainge and General Manager Justin Zanuck and head coach Will Hardy told Westbrook and his agent Jeff Schwartz of XL Sports said that he will welcome him reporting to the team, but the organization is prioritizing their younger players, of course, with no assurances on minutes or role size could be made into Westbrook, sources said. Negotiating a buyout of remaining $47 million salary this season would allow him to become a free agent and sign elsewhere. The Bulls could be a possibility, as well as the Clippers, Heat, and others. Westbrook can remain eligible to remain as part of the playoff roster by agreeing to a contract buyout by March 1st. So, in other words, you better hurry up, buddy. Yeah. Continuing on, because there was a lot of NBA trades that went on. Colorado Avalanche defenseman Count will miss the next 2 games due to an injury that was not specified, as told by head coach Jared Bednar on Thursday. Marker briefly left Tuesday's game in a loss to the Penguins after taking a right shoulder to the head. Penn center Jeff Carter. Yow. There was no penalty called on the play, although there should have been, and Carter disciplined from the league. Got away with murder. Marker will not play in the final 2 games. The current road trip, that was with the Lightning on Thursday and the Panthers Friday. So he'll be back for the next game whenever they play. All right. Celtics president of operations Brad Stevens says don't expect a long absence from Jaylen Brown, who suffered a facial fracture. Stevens said that Brown was fit for a mask and was diagnosed with a fracture to the face after taking an elbow from Jason Tatum on Wednesday as a rebound in their win. Brown sat out the next game with a win over the Hornets and will be evaluated the next few days. That will determine just how much time he will actually miss. He's still feeling it. We will see how he feels when he starts moving around again, said Stevens. Of course, you're going to be a little bit of pain with that, still. Then we will get together sometime early next week to figure out the next step. But it does not look like it's going to be for a prolonged period of time. On the other side of the spectrum, guard Marcus Smart will miss his 9th straight game with a right ankle injury and is still experiencing pain. That's something. The Celtics have 3 games before the All-Star break. They played the Grizzlies last night. They play the Bucks on Tuesday and your Pistons on Wednesday. Jersey Devils center Jack Hughes is week to week with an upper body injury set by head coach Lindy Ruff. That was on Thursday morning skate. Hughes, who just made his 2nd All-Star appearance last week, had 2 goals in last week's overtime win against the Canucks. He subbed Jesper Bratt for the winning goal, while leading all Devils forwards on ice with 21 minutes per game. Hughes was at practice on Wednesday, but was unable to finish the session. That sparked questions of his availability. That concluded with Ruff saying that his absence would be against the Kraken, which was on Thursday. The Kraken are a very good team for only their 2nd year of existence. Alexander Holtz will fill in during Hughes' absence, creating an opening for a number 7 draft pick. For the number 7 draft pick that was back in 2020. He had 4 points in 18 games, but has not played since January 7th in an overtime win against the Rangers. Yes, I recall that. Yuck. With Holtz being a winger, it is expected that Dawson Mercer will move to center, as he has 11 goals in the season. Hughes this season has 35 goals and 67 points, and as the team leader in goals and points, while teammate Dougie Hamilton, my nephew's favorite player, leads in assists. Oh boy. He can tell you stories about Dougie, that's for sure. The Rangers found their man, Vladimir Ternasco, as he scored in his debut for the Blue Shirts. Oh yeah. The forward scored early in Friday's game over the Kraken. Capo Caco and Vincent Tradiak also scored a goal and an assist for their fourth straight win, now make it 5 straight wins. Tarasco paid dividends for his new team by converting a pass to Army Perrin and Martin Jones early in the first period. It was his 11th goal of the season, and the crowd already started chanting his name. Ryan Lindgren had a goal and assist. Jacob Trouba and my favorite player, Mika Zibanejad, also scored for the Rangers. They now won 5 straight at home and are 12-3-0 in their last 15 at MSG. Igor Shesterkin had 26 saves in the win. Oh boy. So the Rangers are coming on strong and could be a serious threat to challenge in the Metro Division. After the Clippers traded point guards Reggie Jackson and John Wall away at the deadline, Paul George and Marcus Morris made it known that they want to add Russell Westbrook to the Clippers if he becomes available. Westbrook was traded from the Lakers to the Jazz on Wednesday. However, if Westbrook were to seek and receive a buyout of his contract, George would let it be known that he would let be reunited with his former OKC teammate. Oh no. Okay, that might have been something else. I hate when that happens. So he would love to be reunited with his former Thunder teammate. George brought up Westbrook when he was asked if the Clippers should add a point guard with an open roster spot in the buyout market. I mean, you know if someone's out there. George said at last night's loss to the Bucks, actually make that Friday's loss to the Bucks, as it makes sense to go with our team, that we are all for it. We need a point guard, but at the same time, I think we are as good as well as nothing happened. We have enough to make it work. George, who played with Westbrook for 2 seasons, before George requested a trade to join Kawhi Leonard on the Clippers. Alongside Westbrook, George had his best season and was a candidate for MVP, averaging 28 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 4.1 assists in the 2018-2019 season. George was asked about what Leonard thinks about adding Westbrook. George says, "I like the idea, but you have to talk to him." Leonard was out with knee management issues. The Clippers traded John Wall, Jackson, and guard Luke Kennard, and acquired guards Bones Hyland, that's his name, Bones Hyland, Eric Gordon, and center Mason Plumlee in separate deals on Thursday, which was the date of the trade deadline. Okay, and there was a lot of trades. Gary Payton's exam with the Warriors has put the 14 trade involving the Warriors, Blazers, and Hawks in jeopardy. The trade deadline was actually about an hour ago. The Warriors had till then to go through the deal or rescind the entire trade. Oh boy. No amendments could be made after the passing of Thursday's trade deadline. The trade had the Warriors sending James Wiseman to the Pistons for Shaquille Bay and Kevin Knox to the Hawks, sending 5 second-round picks to the Warriors to Bay, and then the Warriors sending Knox and the second-round picks to the Warriors for Payton. The concerns are tied to the abdominal injury Payton had over the summer, which held him out of the Blazers' first 35 games this season. 35 games. Whew, that's a lot. He returned to action in early January and most recently played 22 minutes in Wednesday's game against the Warriors. Payton is averaging 4.1 points per game and 17 minutes. He has 2 years left on his contract this season. Huh. Well, still, I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of money to give up, you know. I'm not big on that. Why would you give up all that money? I mean, really. Up, we have a thing here. Mahomes is MVP. What a shock. Of course, I'm not shocked at all. All right. If I can get one final note in, Timberwolves Anthony Edwards, Raptors Pascal Siakam, and the Kings De'Aaron Fox have been added to the list of All-Star Game replacements. The league made the announcement on Friday. These added additions will replace Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, and Zion. Curry is out with left leg injury, Durant suffered an MCL sprain before he was traded, and Williamson has a strain on his right hamstring. Ah, well. Since Curry, Williamson, and Durant were all named as starters, the league elevated Sixers center Joel Embiid, Jazz forward Lauri Markkanen, and Grizzlies guard Ja Morant into the starting lineup. Fox is averaging 24.4 points per game and 4.3 rebounds. Plays his first All-Star game. Edwards is averaging 24.7 points, 6 rebounds, 4.6 assists, and 1.6 steals. Wow. He leads the league in steals with 96 steals and minutes played. Siakam, who was in the All-Star game back in 2020, is averaging 25 points per game, 8.0 rebounds, and 6.2 assists. The game we played on February 19th, with LeBron and the Greek Freak serving as the team captains. And of course, LeBron just had a milestone as he broke the all-time scoring record previously held by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Tiger Woods commits to playing in next week's Genesis Invitational Tournament. The announcement was made official on Friday. I'm ready to play an actual PGA tournament, Woods tweeted. Yeah, bully for you. Woods Foundation serves as the Genesis Invitational organizer. Woods was in Los Angeles for the event almost 2 years prior to the day where he was seriously injured in a car accident. He has only played in 3 major tournaments last season, and they were all majors, finishing 47th at the Masters, dropped out of the third round of the U.S. Open, and missed the cut at the Open, or as I still call it, the British Open, whichever you prefer. Take your choice. All right. Well, the post game is still going on, so I think I can fit in one more.
Sure, go ahead.
Maple Leafs goaltender Matt Murray heads back to the injured list with an ankle injury, the club announced on Friday. The netminder began dealing with the issue last month and was forced out at the last minute from a scheduled start against the Senators back on January 27th. Murray was monitored over the All-Star break and was determined that he needed more time to recover. I don't blame you. Leafs general manager Kyle Dubas addressed the status of Murray's further during a media session, saying he won't be expected back for a few more weeks at the earliest. A few more weeks, that could be a problem. That could be a big problem there.
Yeah, it's always a problem.
Yes. And I'll end this on a positive note. A signed Kobe Bryant jersey worn during the 2007-08 season was sold for $5.8 million at Sotheby's, a record for a Bryant item and the second most expensive basketball item ever sold. Following his death in 2020, murals around the world depicting Bryant in his uniform, per Sotheby's, the jersey's lot includes a collection of photographs by Greg Cohen of those murals. Also, there are murals that depict his jersey, including artwork, magazines, newspapers, T-shirts, the whole ball of wax. The jersey is iconic in a way we hardly see in sports artifacts, said Sotheby's head of streetwear and modern collectibles Brian Walker said in a statement. The image of Kobe wearing the jersey in the playoffs has permeated in popular culture, reprinted on murals, books, magazines, and became a fierce determination and passion with audiences around the world. And we sure do miss him. That was a shame. And finally, Cristiano Ronaldo scored 4 goals for Al Nassr, bringing his total to 500 in league play. Back on, actually it was Wednesday, Ronaldo scored all 4 goals in 30 minutes of either side of the half, in a 51st minute penalty in a one-sided victory. The first strike came in 21 minutes of the game, taking his total to 503 goals overall. The former Real Madrid star joined Al Nassr in December after his contract with Manchester United was terminated by mutual consent. Yeah, sure. He signed a contract through the summer of 2025 where he's expected to make a whopping, you ready for this, guys? $75 million per season. Not just this year, but
$75 million per year.
per year.
Oh God, how many years?
I think it's 3.
75 times 3, that's 225 million total for
Tax not
3
included.
years. For 3 years though,
For 3 years.
225 million.
Yeah.
That is that is by far the highest rate in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah.
Not only in
Well,
sports but in general.
yeah. Well, adjusted to inflation, of course. Oh, boy. Okay. Uh, the NBA trade deadline has passed, but the deals are still rolling. The Clippers have acquired Nuggets for Balltown and shooting guard Aaron Gordon in separate trades. Gordon is involved in a 3-team trade that has the Grizzlies receiving Kenner for 3 second-round picks to the Clippers and Danny Green from the Grizzlies to the Rockets. John Wall went back to Houston, as well as the Rockets also acquiring the rights to swap the Bucks' first-round pick. They own the Clippers, and they own the first-round pick in the draft. Hyland made an impact off the bench as he was drafted 26th in the 2021 draft, playing an average of 19 minutes per game. Okay, I think that's going to wrap it up, so I'll turn it back over to you.
All right. This has been True Sports episode 37. He's Lewis. I'm Taylor. Lewis Tenor. I'm Taylor Phillips, the creator of True Sports. Once again, the Chiefs win 38-35. They are Super Bowl 57 champions. They beat the Eagles 38-35. So that's it. We'll be back next Sunday night at 10 p.m. Ta-ta. Hit them with a high.
Good night, folks. Congratulations, Kansas